So today's been kind of hard for me. Um, I've finally dove into a chore that I've been kind of avoiding, and it's silly that I've been avoiding it, but it's kind of a hard thing for me to do. And it's embarrassing though, but I need to share because if I just hide my embarrassment and hide my shame, um, I'll never get better. And I'm a master at hiding things, but I'm not that great at getting better, so I'd rather get better than hide things. Anyways, so it's a simple chore. Well, kind of, not really. It's a simple chore for anybody that didn't have anxiety or attachment issues. But for me, it's kind of like pulling teeth, and it's just cleaning like our little storage closet, and it's like 95% of the stuff's mine. And it's just stuff I've held on for years and years and years, thinking, oh, I'll get to this, or I'll do this, or, I'd want to hold on to that memory, and this reminds me of it. And it's just little things that just take up space that, I look at maybe once or twice a year, and then it just goes back in the closet, and I don't use it. And it's silly. I know it's silly. And I've dug everything out of the closet and I'm just going through it, and I've been having series of panic attacks where I just feel dizzy and I feel like I can't breathe and I have to get away from it, and it's just, I know my brain is telling me, like, setting off warning signs saying you're in danger, your body's in danger, you're sick, you're hurt, you're something, you need to do something, you need to alert somebody so you can get help. But that little voice in the way back in my head, that tiny little voice that I've ignored for years, is saying, you're okay, you're just freaking out because this is change, and you are kind of not sure about change, and you don't do well with change right now, so you need to push through and go. And it's so frustrating that I can't clean out a closet because I get so overwhelmed and dizzy and I freak out. And it's just, I feel like anybody else in the whole wide world could do this, except for me. And I just have attachment issues. It's ridiculous. I just think, what if I need this in 10 years? But I don't want to hold on to it for 10 years. I don't know if you guys have the same problem. And I'm actually sitting in the worst of it right now. This is my garage, and the garage is just a huge mess, and I want to clean it up so we can have my son's birthday party in it next month. He's going to turn a year old soon. And it just seems like impossible to get through this. But I know if I just keep on pushing myself and just ignore those warning signs, the little blinking light in my head saying, you can't do this, something's wrong, your body's freaking out, and you need to sit down and, just forget about this and not go through it. And I push past that feeling and those thoughts, and, I've got process. I'm not process, progression, that's it. Um, I had this huge box of shoes that I was given for my son. Shoes that probably could keep him in shoes for like the next 6 years. But it was just taking up so much space. And so I went through the shoes and put like all the shoes that I wanted to fit into this little shoe box, and then gave the rest to my next door neighbors who have like a bunch of kids that probably could use them. And it was just hard for me. I just felt like my heart was being squeezed, and like, I'm like, oh, I'll need these, I don't want to give them. And it was hard. And it's so silly. And I guess I shouldn't say it's silly because this is a real feeling of mine, and it's a real feeling that I'm having. So I shouldn't dismiss it. Dismiss it? That doesn't sound like a real word. Dismiss it. There we go. As being silly because, then I'm just saying my feelings are silly, which they aren't. So it's not silly. It's a problem that I have and I'm working through. And I just wanted to, videotape this. So, this is actually what I really want to do in like a year's time, hopefully, when I'm a little bit better at least, that I can go back and watch these vlogs and be like, wow, I was really struggling back then, but look how much farther I've gotten. And I want to see that, that I've made a difference in my life from doing these and getting better. And I don't know. It's been a difficult day. I've been having panic attacks, and it's it's just difficult, and it's hard, and it's frustrating because it makes a chore like this 20,000 times harder than it actually should be. But I'm pushing through it. I'm getting rid of stuff that I've held on for years and years and years because I've put that little logic chip in my head and said, okay, you know, you can't use this, or you're never going to do this. Seriously, honestly, be just blunt and truthful to yourself. Are you really going to do this? Are you really going to do this craft that you've been holding on for like 6 years? Like, well, if I am, I can buy this stuff again. It's not a huge deal. So I've been making a little dent in this huge chore. My whole house is like exploded because I pulled everything out and going through every single thing. And it's so hard, and it's so frustrating, but it's so releasing too, because I'm getting rid of this stuff and I feel like I'm losing weight. I wish losing weight was that easy. Just just take pounds off of you. Just like, okay, I'm done with you. Goodbye, donuts and bacon. Yeah. So how was your Sunday? Sunday's actually supposed to be our day of rest. We're not supposed to really do anything but like go to church and come back and hang out with the family. But this has just been weighing on me, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to rest until it's done, so I've been working on it. And then we were getting ready for dinner, and I pulled out like milk from the top shelf. My husband had put one of my glass bowls of, it had rice pudding in it, and it fell and it landed on my foot and it exploded everywhere, and so like my legs all cut up and there was rice pudding all over the place, which was sad. It was one of my favorite, well, not one of my favorite bowls, but I really like that bowl because it's, one of my things. But I didn't freak out, and that was kind of just like a slap in the face, just like, oh, it's just things, it's just items, the stuff is just gonna, you can't take anything when you die. Nothing can come with you except, your spirit or whatever you believe in. And, you can't take any of the stuff when you die, so what's the point of holding on to it, And I don't know. I don't know if this applies to you guys at all, but I just felt like I needed to make a vlog about it. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It's gorgeous here, but it's really windy, so it's kind of cold. I really wish it was just, pretty, but I guess it would be harder to stay inside if it was that pretty and, nice. So I hope you guys are having a great day, better than mine. And I'll talk to you guys later, and things will get better. Because it just will. I should come up with a thing saying because instead of it just will. But things will get better because it has for me, and it continues for me because I'm working on this and I'm getting better. And I know if I can do it, anybody can do it. So have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.